Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explain. My name is Kamil. Today is 5th of August 2020 and welcome to video number 222. Today I want to struggle with the subject that some of you, or probably many of you, me included, experience in your relationship. When out of nowhere you've been, let's say, accused that your girl has to play the roles of your mother, of your, cleaning lady, and so on. And if you heard that in your relationship, you know what I'm talking about. So this is what we're going to tackle today. You see, the problem is that, the experience that you have is not really the experience that you're supposed to have, because this is misunderstanding. And let me start with just saying that many people say, and I heard that at least few times from few different people, that our ladies are not telling us straight to our face the thing that they want because they don't want to be bossy. And I've got this feeling that from our side, when we are, when we are trying to, let's say, figure out what do we want to eat or where do we want to go, many times we say, what do you like to do? And you do this just because you want to give her a chance to have a saying. Because 99% of the time you will know where you want to go. Maybe it's not her favorite place, but you've got your own. So then you will not say exactly what you want or where do you want to go, just because you want to include her and give her a possibility to make a choice. But this is something that kind of blowbacks, and that's why many times you can hear something like this. I'm not your cleaning lady. I'm not your mother. Just do something for yourself. Make a decision. And that's why many times we hear that in a relationship or about a relationship, that one of the major things that girls want is our decisiveness. So let's look at it from our side as guys. First of all, what we need to understand that we are self-reliant. In most of the cases, you know that you are. So if you ask yourself, what do you really need your girl to do in your relationship, in your home? Do you really need her to cook? If you're not cooking yourself, then you're completely okay with having something ordered. Most of the cases, as far as I can see, as far as I talked with you guys, all of us having the same thing. Do you really need her to be able to clean after you, or I don't know, clean the dishes, or wash your clothes, or do the laundry? Most of the cases, if you had this situation that you have to stay at home for a week or two, you know that there are 2 or 3 programs on your when you try to do the laundry. It's completely not a problem. So kind of try to list the things that you really need her to do in your relationship. And most of you, probably, me included, we're gonna get to a conclusion that there's nothing really that I need. I can do whatever, I can do everything by myself. If you get to the point that there are things that you don't know and you really need her to do for you, then you've got to rethink this whole thing. Because maybe it's true that you need her. And then maybe she's playing the role of your mother. You know what I'm saying? So there's a place for improvement here. But most of you will agree, we don't need them for anything. So then point number 2, try to think, what does it really say about you, and what does it really say about her? If you don't need her, you may want, or you may want to have kind of relationship with her. That's like kind of healthy sign that you want to be in your relationship. But if you don't need anything, it means that you are self-reliant. And then this whole, you hearing that she's feeling like that you need her, it's misconception. So then what are you supposed to do? And maybe that's exactly what I said at the beginning. You've got to be decisive. If you start to hear in your relationship that this is kind of a problem that she observes, be more decisive. Just, maybe if you want to give her time and place and space to say, or share her own opinion, like, where do you want to go? You may always say, where do you want to go? Because if that would be my decision, I would go here, or here, or here. Or you can even say, listen, there are 3 places, where do you want to go? And you achieve the same thing, but it sounds differently. because you're making a decision or saying this is what I want, but what do you want? And I have no problems if you have something different to propose. You know what I'm saying? But if you start from this perspective, first of all, you will feel like, I'm self-reliant. I know what I want. I don't need her really to survive in my life. But then you're kind of marketing or selling yourself to her like this, just because you phrase it differently. And many girls just need to hear that you've got, guts to have your own opinion and state it out loud. And for many of you who are maybe you're at the beginning of a relationship, or you don't really have this courage to be yourself in your relationship, this is the way to go. This is the place to start, to make your own decisions and kind of speak it out loud, so she would know that you know what you want. But then point number 3, you've got to kind of understand that there are two sides of the same story. Whether you are self-reliant and you know that, how you market yourself will have a different result as her feeling or thinking about you. But then going even farther, you've got to understand that it's like a very, very simple thing. You are reliant or on her, or you're not, or the other way around. Meaning that if you are self-reliant, you just have to show it. But maybe you get to the point that you're not self-reliant, and that says a lot about your relationship and a lot of your role in a relationship. Because tell me, if you are reliant on her, what kind of leadership is that? Who is leading who? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want you to visualize. I want you to be completely aware where you are on this whole, in this whole self-reliant scale in your relationship. Because if you take this whole thing towards healthy relationship, and you understand that this whole thing is about cooperation, not competition, then you start to see that we are able to share and help each other and kind of go an extra mile, do something for the other person, but not because we need to, but because we want to. And that's a huge difference in how you perceive and how you act in your relationship. But if you want to get to that point, to be able to do that out of your love, out of your caring, out of you just wanting to do something for the person that you're in love with or you love so much, you have to start with you being able to get to the place of self-reliance. You need to be able to know that you can handle everything, because then you're giving it from abundance. You're not just because someone expects something from you, because then it becomes this really pathological relationship when we are kind of forced to do something even though we don't want to many times, just because someone expects and we feel obliged to do. You see where it's all going? So that's why you need to understand that you are self-reliant most of the cases. If you're not, do something about it. Then you've got to understand that what does it really say, where does it put you, and what it expects you to do or say, and how you're supposed to act to prove that you are, in verbally and in action. And then point number 3, how the self-reliance is needed, and it's kind of like a starting point for you to be able to build a relationship where we share and help each other out of love, not out of necessity. So that's what I want you to understand from this video. This whole equation is very simple. Or you're self-reliant, or you're not. Or you're leading, and she's able to have in you someone that she always wanted, to be someone to lean on, someone to be sure that you're going to handle things when they need to be handled. Or you're really dependent on her, and then who is leading who? But because it's not you. So that's why think about it and do something about it. Because self-reliance is a base, it's like a gateway for you to be able to reach and move towards happy and satisfying relationship when we share, because we love and we want to, not because we have to. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think and what is your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, just give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it for you. And that being said, see you tomorrow.